Hi, welcome back to the Elemental Alchemy Journaling series. My name is Sky Nicholson, and I am using my own guided journal, Elemental Alchemy, to help me get through a period of feeling stuck. The Elemental Alchemy Journal is split into the 4 elements, and today we are going to continue on our journey with the element of air, all about speaking your truth and finding expansiveness. Gas as a state of matter is expansive. It fills up the container that it's in. You know, to be honest, when I first started this journey, I felt very much the opposite of that. I felt like I was kind of clunky and clogged and stuck. You don't know exactly what the clog is. If you could just identify the thing that's clogging you or that's keeping you boxed in, you could remove it. But that's the conundrum of being stuck, is that you don't always know what's in your way or why you're stuck. And so this element of air, right now it's May and the sun is shining and the wind is blowing. And so I've got all my windows open. My mental state is much like my house. I think this process of journaling has really been helping me move through the stagnation. It's like airing out a house when the weather is nice and letting the breeze just blow through the windows and move all of the old stale gunk out. Half the time I don't even know what is keeping me stuck or why I feel lethargic or unmotivated. And, frankly, it doesn't really matter. As long as I can move that stuff out of the way, it doesn't even matter what it is. I am going to flip through to this prompt here. It says, slow down. Have you ever caught yourself wishing the day away, sweeping aside the minutes of your life like ashes in the way of some imagined future? When we get lost in this type of thinking, whether it is regrets of the past, ruminating, right, or wishes for the future, which can often be kind of anxiety inducing, we become unable to experience the life that we are living in the present. Often these thoughts look like this. If I could just blank, then I would feel or do blank. So the prompt here is to write down any if-then statements that you are hanging on to. For each one, ask yourself, is this really true? So this prompt is really calling to me right now because I am finding myself caught in this state of like anxious anticipation. So building something for the future, but I'm not really sure what it is. I'm feeling a lot of impatience for opportunities to come my way. Yeah, just impatience for the unknown, for things that are about to happen or what I'm building or the hustle. I can sense that is getting in the way of me being able to just be present and live in the juicy, delicious present moment of my life. And so I feel like this prompt is maybe going to help me identify what those actual thoughts are. We almost get thought blind to them because they're so constant. Those anxieties or worries or wishes for the future, they're so constant that we don't even know what they are anymore. And so I'm hoping that writing them down will help me to identify what they are so that I can loosen the grip that they have on my mind. All right, let's write about it. I felt like I needed to stop writing. I didn't even write really very much in here because I know the answer to this question so deeply in my soul that I felt like I was just wasting my time writing about it because I need to just say it to myself. So my if-then statement is, if I could just make more money, then I could relax and enjoy life. And so is this true? Of course not. No, of course not. If I believe that to be true, so if I keep believing that I need to make more money in order to enjoy my life, then, that's like such a self-defeating statement. Like I'm never going to get to that point. There's always going to be more that needs to happen in order for me to enjoy life. And then what? We're all rushing to the same end. I really stopped to consider the truth of that statement I'm missing the entire point of life right now, which is, I mean, life is meant to be savored and enjoyed, not rushed through. And everything that's happening in my life right now is just fine. Some days it's really great. Other days it's challenging. But if I spend my time, like today is a beautiful day out. The clouds, the sky, the sun, the breeze, like it's just gorgeous. There's no reason why I should waste my days wanting anything to be different than it is. You know, I spent an awful lot of my life in a place of numbness, numbing myself, escaping the reality. I can think of so many beautiful, beautiful Saturdays that I spent at the bar. You know, I rushed to fill them with something false rather than becoming truly present with what was happening. I don't want to lose any more of my life by not being present, by future tripping, by living in the future, anxiety or worry or fear about what is or isn't going to happen. I don't want to spend any more of my life from a place of lack. I have everything I need right now in this moment to find joy. Eckhart Tolle says that joy can only be accessed through the present moment. And so if we are in our minds living in the past or worrying about the future, then we're not even in the right place to find the joy. And so we'll always miss it. You know, this is one of those things that I know in my soul, and yet it takes so much practice. It's like a constant daily practice of reminding my mind to return from the future and the past and become present and enjoy what's actually happening in the little things. So I'm going to share with you something that I spent my hard-earned money on that brings me immense joy, and I don't know what to do with it, but I just love it so much. It's a lock shaped like a turtle. It's got these little keys, and I don't even think it actually works. Oh, look at that. I don't know what to do with it, but I love it. It brings me immense joy in the present moment. My challenge to you is this. Can you pull your mind back from the future, back from the past, into the present, and look around you and find the things right now that bring you joy? I want to hear from you. If you're watching this, put it in the comments. What's bringing you joy right now? Or what do you struggle to let go of from your future or from your past that you keep ruminating back to? Are you able to identify that if-then statement? If this could happen, then this would happen, and question it, whether or not it's true. So we're going to keep coming back to it in 2 weeks. Join me right back here where we're going to dig into another prompt that'll help us get unstuck and live our lives with less numbing. See you next time.